So I do not know about y'all, but all over my For You page recently, I am seeing more and more creators come out and talk about their nightmare experiences with brands for when they come with them with brand deals and they say they want it to be authentic, they want it to be real, but then once you give them a real and authentic video, they tweak and they change it and they edit it so much that it just becomes not authentic anymore. I have a story. Do y'all remember, for those of you who've been following me for a long time, y'all remember my coffee talks. This is before I got married. This was before when I lived in a house with my roommate. I would do coffee talks when it would just be random videos of me waking up in the morning, saying whatever was on my mind and making a cup of coffee. I would say that they got like pretty decent engagement. I didn't do it for the engagement. I did it because I wanted to, but like that's what brands look for. They look for engagement. They look for follower count. They look for me replying to comments, things of that nature. So this was back when I had management. I'm not going to name drop the brand necessarily, but I am going to tell you what the product was. So my manager came to me and she said, hey, this brand wants to send you a laser hair removal device, and this is the brief, this is what they're asking for, this is the amount of money that they're going to give you, but they want this like quick turnaround, like 2 or 3 days tops, which honestly, for using a new device or just using any product in general is crazy, because 9 times out of 10, a brand, when they send you something and they want you to talk about something or promote something, they want you to say it in like a positive way and not in a negative way in any way, shape, or form. If y'all know me, you know that I do not like to promote, talk about any sort of product at all unless I absolutely love it, because I feel like that I am pretty honest and I have integrity and I don't just do it for a check, you know? But at the time I had seen some of my favorite creators use this product and I was like, okay, I trust their judgment. Maybe this does work. I was like, and maybe I can, you know, stick to the creator brief, but word it in a way that it's not necessarily saying that I love it, but just me using it, if that makes sense. So in the brief, they said that they wanted me to set the camera up like I do for my coffee talk videos, and that they wanted me to talk about the device, use the device, things of that nature. But again, they're giving me a script. They're giving me how to set up my camera, where to set up my camera, but then they say, hey, but we want you to make it authentically you. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take what they're saying, but like also make it me. So what I did is I set up my camera like I do for the coffee talk videos. I did my coffee talk video, and then I was like, hey, let me show you all something real quick. And then I grabbed my phone, took you upstairs with me, and then I said, hey, here's this laser hair removal device. This is how you use it. I'm gonna be using it for a little bit. I'll check back in with you in a couple weeks, blah, blah, blah. They sent me so many edits, like to the point where they said they wanted me to use the laser hair removal device in my kitchen while I'm making a cup of coffee. And in my brain, I literally told my manager, I said, what about that screams authentic? Because I don't know about you, but I'm not plugging in a laser hair removal device and using it in my kitchen where I eat food. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna lie, like they were gonna pay me like a pretty decent amount of money for this deal. And so like I definitely thought about it for a little bit, but then I was like, you know what, my integrity and my reputation and how I feel about myself and how I want to be presented online and perceived online means so much more to me than getting some money and promoting something that I don't actually believe in and that I don't actually love and that I've used for a long time. And I even asked my manager, I was like, can you ask the brand if I can use this for a few weeks so I can like really gauge and see? I was like, even if they want me to pay for the device, like I'm happy to dish out the initial money, like, and they can reimburse me down the road, like things like that. And they were like, absolutely not. We need this turned around in a couple of days. So I said, you know what? Hang it up. I'm good.